Yo, what's up guys, Rajdeep here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking a bit about my setup. So you will see that I have a MacBook Air M1 over here with a HyperX Quadcast mic that's been attached to my LG Quad HD Ultra Gear display, and that has 144 Hertz. But to be very honest, you don't really get that with the MacBook Air M1. I earlier used to plug it in with the Asus TUF gaming laptop that I had, but recently switched over to the Mac. You'll also see that I do have an iMac from late 2011. That's the 21.5-inch model. Runs on i5, has 6 to 8 GB of RAM. And this entire thing cost about 60K back in 2012. It had its own keyboard and mouse that I have right here. They no longer work, so I do not use them with the iMac. So I use an external Logitech keyboard and Logitech mouse. But something you'll notice is that this whole setup, while it cost 60K back then, it starts off at 1.3L right now. So I thought, okay, so I want an M1 iMac experience. How do I get that without shelling out 1.3 lakh bucks? So now the M2 MacBook does cost more, and they've jacked up the price on the M1 as well. But I got a pretty good deal on this, and I think right now as well, you'll see online there are several deals available where this costs like 70K. So let's say you get a 70,000 bucks MacBook Air M1. You get this display. That's a 32-inch display, by the way, not a 21.5 or a 24-inch display, a 32-inch Quad HD display that looks marvelous with the MacBook, mind you. You get this for 25K, so that's 70, 75 plus 25, that costs you 1L. You get this mic if you want, that's for another 15K. And you get the Logitech camera, webcam. All of this will cost you about the same as the MacBook, the iMac 24-inch, but you do get a much better experience. Now this does not have a built-in speaker, so you could use the MacBook speakers, but then again, if you have it closed, then the speaker is not going to sound that good. So you could connect an external speaker to it. Let's say the JBL Flip or a Bose Mini SoundLink. That's available as well. You will see that I do not actually use this keyboard and mouse with the laptop. I use the HyperX RGB keyboard with Logitech 603 wireless mouse. I did want a wireless keyboard, but then I did not have anything back then when I got it in RGB, so I had this one. I think this is the HyperX Alloy RGB. But yeah, all in all, this does give the setup a very fluidic feel. You'll see it's like super smooth. I do have proper recording capabilities, like although I do not really record videos, but using the HyperX podcast and this webcam, I could record very good videos. And also I have the post-processing power just like the iMac from today. And there are iMacs that give you M1 with 2 ports, 4 ports, M2 or M Pro. I don't know. I would still stick with M1 because of the starting price. But one thing you will ask me is, how do I connect this to all of this? How is it connected to the keyboard, to the mouse, to the HyperX mic? So there's this Portronics gear that I'm really using over here. You'll see over there. It's connected to 3 cables. That's the power cable I'm using. That's the HDMI 2.1, and that USB actually connects to a USB hub that I have in the shelf over here. It's in there. So over there, I have connected the keyboard, the mouse, and all the peripherals into that. So there are 7 slots of USB over there. Now you also get SD card readers and all that you need, into one such USB port. And I think there are USB-C compatible ports as well. But this one port is all I need to connect my MacBook to everything that I have here in my setup, and makes the setup really clean. So although it is not that clean over here because my Wi-Fi router is here, I've made sure that plugging and playing my PS5 is super easy over here through an HDMI cable and whatnot, so that I can use the steering wheel setup with the TV as and when I want, while parallelly using my MacBook to process videos that I create. But for 1.3L, you do get the same processing power, but you get a more enriching and a more fulfilling sort of a setup with connecting your MacBook Air to your own display that you want. So it's basically sort of a custom iMac experience, and does help me with my regular editing work or anything that I process. Like even I'm creating reels on VN, this setup does help me a lot more, and I think gives me a lot more flexibility. But you might say that's counterintuitive, because The iMac is really one piece that you need to transport when it comes to flexibility. Although it's not really portable, you do get more flexibility because it's a single piece unit, and you'd be right. But if you do have a desk where you are supposed to work and you want just that bit of a better of a mic or a better camera or a better display, or a better display in the sense that not a better display, like this doesn't have the retina display capabilities that the iMac has, but you want a bigger display or a brighter display or a more vivid display, you could customize it and still get that iMac experience out of a MacBook Air and the display that you choose, and you can choose to spend how much you want to get this sort of a setup. So yeah, just wanted to take you through about my opinions on the new iMac lineup, or rather basically how I have customized my setup to maximize every penny that I spend to have the best sort of or the most enriching sort of experience. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you think I'm doing something wrong, I could do something better, do let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye bye.